mean, it's going to change the game. Imagine a 4-time world champion gets a race ban. That's insane.
There is a video that surfaced online of Avid as a fan 5 years ago coming up to Lando and telling him, you're going to see me one day on track.
Yeah, he removed Mercedes from his Instagram bio. Like, it's sad, like, if that, like, kind of ends his career, you know. And John was like, is it?
Thank you! What's up, rookies?
Welcome back to episode 24.
24.
Oh my god, yeah.
23.
Oh.
We haven't released 24 yet.
Yeah, 24 is coming later.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're at the part of the podcast where now the numbers have started getting jumbled
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
We are like far into it. Like now it's not that easy anymore.
We are, recording-wise, we're at the episode like number it's parallel to the number of races we have in a year now.
But no, oh, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Interesting. So technically we finished a season.
Mm-hmm. Even sitcom-wise, we finished a season, okay? They don't have more than 24 episodes in a sitcom.
Yeah, that's crazy. And we are finally back to a race weekend. It is the Canadian Grand Prix.
Oh my god.
We're going to the land of poutine.
I don't believe that that's all that they can be known for. Like maple syrup, beavers, you know, there's like so many things, but no, we're a land of the poutine.
I mean, when you like crave something Canadian,
yeah,
what is it? You're going to be like, oh my god, I want maple syrup. Like, come on. Maybe on pancakes.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. But yeah, I'm very, very, very excited because we're finally back and this should be a good one. Like, it's a race that we like, the drivers like. So
I guess the fans are really into this one because, you'll see a lot of overtaking happening. Enjoy it.
We know you're like that.
Although, one major difference this time, it's not going to be foggy or rainy.
Yes, but there's something else on the cards, which we will get into as we get into the Grand Prix facts, as usual. So, since you mentioned it, let us just begin from there.
Yeah.
Montreal, right now, has terrible air quality. Like, they've been having really bad, like, forest fires, wildfires.
Yeah.
So, it is really bad right now. So, I don't know how that will affect the race. Like, last year we saw the rains were,
terrible,
and it changed the race. Like, Norris was leading for a really long time. And then, there were so many stops and starts and it really messed up the order. With bad air quality, that can affect visibility, of course. I don't know what all troubles they'll have, but I feel it might not be a good one. There might be a few crashes.
I mean, yeah, anything is better than what happened to Sebastian once. You know, while he was driving on this track, there has been a time where he was trying to out-qualify Hamilton. And the minute Hamilton's finished going past turn 6 or turn 7, if I'm not wrong, there were 2 seagulls that came and landed in the middle of the track.
Oh my
and they
god.
stood there while Seb's trying to take a turn. So he's had to go extra wide and he's lost on that qualifying because of this.
Oh my god.
Which is, it doesn't get worse than that.
Yep, does not. This track has been like this F1 race has been held since 1978. But this track was not originally built for F1.
Yeah.
So this race happens on a man-made island called Notre Dame in the middle of the St. Lawrence River, and it was actually created for some Expo World Fair. Yeah. And once the expo got done, some clever person was like, let's make a track on these island roads. And that's how the racing track was born. And the first F1 race was held a few years later.
That's so sick.
Yeah. It's
that
really
is
cool.
Genuinely so cool. Like,
yeah, and this island also saw one of Montreal's Summer Olympics.
Woo!
Yeah. Quite a famous island.
I like this island.
Yes. Now I'm going to butcher the name. Please do forgive me. But Gilles Villeneuve, whatever. Okay. He's
Gilles.
Villeneuve. Why do you know how to say this?
I'm an F1 fan. I have to know how to say these names.
Okay. Gilles
Villeneuve.
That. He claimed his maiden win on this track, and that's why this track went on to get his name eventually. Okay.
I'm just saying it's there on the calendar next year. You should learn it.
It's a very complicated name. Okay. If we go on with me trying this name, we might
We're
be
going to
here
spend here for an hour out here. Let's
maybe
do
this
this.
is a reel where I'm just trying to say villain. Okay.
We've got
Anyway, 70 laps long, this track.
it. Ooh.
Yeah. And it's a fast, low downforce circuit and one of the driver's favorites.
I mean, it's a low downforce track. Of course, it's their favorite. Like, they
And
get to
fast.
truly rip out their cars and take
Yeah.
it to the limit without having to worry about, oh, corner coming, oh, chicane coming, oh, we're going to go into a wall. But
Yeah, that
part I may be wrong about.
Exactly.
That part I may be wrong about.
because
actually.
a lot of these modern tracks have a lot of gravel where you have a margin of error.
Right.
This track does not. This track has concrete barriers on the outside of many of these chicanes. So any small mistake by a driver is punished. They have to be in full control at all times.
Shit.
Yep. The most iconic piece of the circuit comes at the end of turn 13. It is actually called the Wall of Champions because
Now I know the turn you're talking about.
3 champs have gone into the wall here. Michael Schumacher, Damon Hill, and Jack Villeneuve. Oh, the name came back. Why? Okay, enough laughing.
Yeah.
So this Wall of Champions. I wonder which champion's going into it. This.
I mean, technically, if there's a champion to go into it, there's only one who's left now to go into it.
No, Lewis and Max.
But Lewis went. No, he's done.
Lewis went in what?
Lewis is done. No, he went into the wall.
Damon Hill, Jack Villeneuve, and Michael Schumacher.
Why do I feel like
because they're all 3? Maybe he's also, but the wall got this name when all 3 of them went into this wall on the same weekend during the 1999 Canadian Grand Prix.
Oh, okay.
So maybe Hamilton's also crashed into it, but I don't have the fact of that.
Let's see. We have Hammy, we have Alonso, we have Max.
Yeah.
These are the 3 current championship holders in the game.
Yeah. And let's be honest, Alonso is probably... Like, he's been going off a little bit this year.
The car is so slow. It will go into a wall. And then you have the other one who is so in control of a car that is not made to win that it's impossible to say whether he's going to go into a wall or not.
Yeah. So, speaking of Hamilton, he has 7 wins here.
Yeah.
Similar to his championships, even over here, he's tied to Schumacher. And Verstappen's won the last 3 Grand Prix over here.
My laugh just died. Just died.
Keep it in consideration when we do our predictions. And the last fact about this is that Schumacher and his brother had a double podium here in Canada.
Yeah, actually, this has happened twice.
Oh.
Like, so Schumacher, Michael and Ralph Schumacher, both of them have had a 1-2 finish 4 times in their life, where they've like interchanged, of course. So the first time that they did it was in Canada, and I believe Ralph was ahead by 1.5 seconds almost. Now, the kicker is 2 years later, Michael was ahead. So they've equaled it out, I feel. Although I need to check what they did in the other 2 races. Who was on top. We need to know who the clear winning brother is.
Yeah. There is this like very famous like party the brothers threw, where like Michael's all
Oh my god. Oh yeah.
Like,
I've seen the images where Michael's gone completely bonkers. Like,
do you think that I was after one of these Canadian groups?
No. That was a championship win. That was, all the shit he's done out there. Like, after his championship win, not only was he wearing his full team attire, getting hammered and getting it drenched, they took a golf cart onto the track.
Oh my god. Of course they did.
Taking a golf cart on the pit lane and stuff. It's pretty insane if you go and find the videos and all of it. It's vital to see it.
Images and he just looks hot. Like, he has like his whole shirt
this
over
is like prime Michael Schumacher.
Yeah, I know, but like, that's not the image I had of him.
Of Michael Schumacher?
Yeah.
What is the image you have? The smiling opposite of Max Verstappen.
Yeah, exactly. Like a very calm dad kind of looking dude.
You need to look into Michael Schumacher. Man was crazy.
Interesting. Deep dive into Michael one day. Will do, for sure. So yeah, what do you think? What's going to happen in this Canadian Grand Prix?
honestly, I don't know yet. Like, I have so many things that I feel will happen, but then at the same time, I don't know if they actually might. Like, I'm so confused, specifically for one reason. We've seen in the past years how Max has been like handling this track so well, but there is one thing that they don't have this year is a differential, which is clearly affecting Yuki a lot. Now, if he manages to fuck up, he's gonna get his race banned.
Yeah, Max is very close to his race ban.
I don't know if I want him to get it at this point. You know, like being anti-Max all the time.
I mean, it's going to change the game. Imagine a 4-time world champion gets a race ban. That's insane.
It's happened before, but
has it? I thought it's only happened in the current grid. It's only happened to Gasly and our Magnussen, not on the grid anymore.
He's not anymore. Yeah.
I don't. What other, like, this is the crazy.
No, on the current grid maybe, but it has happened to drivers in the past, and surprisingly, it's not really affected the game that much.
More than affect the game, I feel like it's a prestige thing. Like
that it is. That it is. It's. I can't wait for him to get fighting with the FIA.
And Red Bull is evidently prepared for it because they put in a special request and got a 17-year-old an F1 super license.
So you do realize one thing, right? He's not actually allowed to drive till he's 18.
So he's got the super license, but he can't drive it.
He turns 18 in August.
Oh, but if he gets a race ban, it'll be like now.
Yeah. And he should be able to drive for the race in August.
But we are in June, Jashan. August is 2 months away.
So, no. The whole fact is that if he's allowed to race before August, the FIA has given him the exemption.
Okay.
But that's the exemption rule that they're allowing him to do, where they'll allow him to be the youngest driver to race. And it's quite funny to see one thing. Just this year, we have the youngest driver on the track.
Kimi.
Now we have Arvid.
Yeah.
And Arvid's even younger.
Yeah, Arvid. Please let me not butcher another surname.
Lindblad.
Arvid Lindblad. He sounds like a Harry Potter character.
Doesn't he?
Yeah.
I had the exact same thought in my mind. I was like, okay, so you're gonna
Lindblad.
Carry a wand with you and like just poke around in drivers next to you.
May the McLarens vanish.
Just like.
Yep.
It reminded me of that scene, where Snape's trying to like screw around. Not Snape, Squirrel. Quirrell was trying to screw around Harry's broom.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like
in the Quidditch match. And the McLaren suddenly like, whoop, into the Ball of Champions League.
I can see like Lando going, just missing out everywhere.
Yeah.
A little known fact though, there is a video that surfaced online of Arvid as a fan 5 years ago, coming up to Lando and telling him, "You're gonna see me one day on track."
Yeah, he's literally. I think he said, "You'll see me in 4 years or 5 years."
Yeah, you'll see me in 5 years.
Yeah, that's crazy. Lando will see him.
If Max screws up, then Lando will.
But even if Max doesn't, I would love to see this guy getting like, now there's so much hype. I would love to see him getting some like practice or like.
Oh, definitely. I mean, if he's gotten the super license, there is no way that they don't try him out. At least if nothing, in like an FP1, and give him his shot. Let's see what he's got. Like they gave Ollie last year, right? Like Ferrari gave him a shot to try and get into the car and see how he's functioning as a driver, which I think would be really good. But race-wise, there is one thing that is really bothering me, and like the whole world is with me on this. We are all trying to protect Hajar right now.
Yeah. I don't want Hajar to get promoted.
No, everyone's with us on this. Everyone's with us.
Please, Hajar, say no. Like, this is like the promotion which is like...
It's the cursed promotion. You don't want to take it. You just don't want to take it. And it's going to be for one race. Why would you want to? He's in the points right now. He's in the top 10.
Almost every race.
Yeah. No. Overall standings-wise, he's in the top 10. And if he's there, why screw with it? Just, you're doing so well in that racing box. Just take it. Keep it, do your thing there, just hold your head down.
I agree. Although, I mean, it would be like, I feel so happy thinking that maybe the future of Red Bull is Hajar and Arvid. Like, that'd be so fun.
Yeah, that would be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Although there is one thing that's even more fun to watch. In the same situation, if, say, Hajar does say no, Arvid's not there yet, and Max is disqualified for one race. He's got his ban. We get to finally see the battle. And I told you this before.
Yes.
We finally get to see the battle between, forget the rest of the track. My eyes are going to be on Liam and Yuki and to see who goes better now. Like, I want to see where they place.
Yeah, that would be fun. Like, I don't know what would happen. Like, my fear is if Liam does outperform Yuki, like, that will take, like, a beating to his ego and to everything. Like,
but okay, honestly, I don't think Yuki would take it on to his ego. But for Liam, it'll be such a
for him, it can
it's
only
gonna clear his name out. Like,
yeah. But for him, it can only go like in a positive direction because okay, either he messes up, he's anyways not got the seat, and anyways people think Yuki's better than him, whatever. If he doesn't mess up, amazing. It can only go bad for Yuki, man.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true. The only person with something to lose is Yuki.
Yeah, and coming back to Arvid, like he has Indian roots, like somewhere.
Yeah, so one of his parents is he himself is basically 1/4 Indian.
I'll take it with him and maybe Kush Mani on track. We are taking over.
Kush, speaking of Kush, do you know he finally came out and in an interview said that I do IF1, like that is the eventual goal, and if I have to do it, it's going to be in the next 2 years.
Yes, Kush, let's go, Kush. Yeah. Okay, that's amazing.
Yeah. So in the next 2 years, we're going to be peeled on Kush Mani now.
Yeah, and imagine all there, Kush driving for Alpine or whatever else.
It's
My
so nice.
God, that'll be amazing.
A lot of Indians are finally getting into
getting the chance,
the upper level of F1. I feel like into F1 rather than just the series.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that girl?
Yes, like I briefly saw it and read.
Even I haven't
old won some go-karting, and she's become the youngest something Formula One.
She's the youngest female. Okay, so the scene with her is she is the youngest female from our country to get into F1 Academy.
At 9.
At 9. Now, another more for me specifically when I was reading her bio, the more impressive feat is that she is the youngest winner of the go-kart track on the Le Mans.
My God, that's insane. Wonderful. Wow, I'm just trying to think what I was doing when I was 9 years old.
You put me in a thought, I think I was like painting my walls at home.
I think I was watching Barney, that...
the purple dinosaur?
Yeah, the purple dinosaur.
You're a little old to be watching Barney at 9.
9? I think 9 is super young.
I was watching Barney at 4.
Oh. Well, it's all a blur. Whatever we were doing, we were definitely not as impressive as she is.
Yeah. That's for sure. For sure.
Yeah, so maybe even she'll be in F1 eventually and then we'll just take over. We'll just freaking take over. That'd be amazing.
Damn.
And we cannot not talk about something George Russell did, I think last week or the week before. Something very Princess Peach and dramatic of him.
I thought we were going to go with Commando Peach.
Oh God, that is just so
unnecessary.
Yeah. But yeah, why? I have so many questions.
Yeah.
Why did he do what he did? So guys, he removed Mercedes from his Instagram bio.
Listen, I see where he's coming from. There are...
Do you?
Yeah.
I'm so overly dramatic. This is like...
Dude, you firstly, before the season starts, tell your driver that you are my number one. You're gonna you're gonna take lead now, and you're gonna have to guide the new people into the era, and then you don't give him a contract.
No, I get the sentiment. I know there must be things going on behind the scenes, but taking Mercedes off your bio is when two people break up and you
delete all the pictures and all that.
Forget delete the pictures. On Facebook you used to have the relationship status.
It's not in a relationship anymore.
Yeah, it's basically that, and I'm like, that's a little weird because you're still a Mercedes driver for at least I don't know how many more races. At least 15 more races.
Yeah.
So just suck it up.
There must be something to it.
Yeah, It's just such a petty thing to do, in my opinion. Like,
I would do it. Screw everything. I would do it. If I were in this place, I would do it.
Maybe he knows how to push Toto's button.
Yeah.
Maybe Toto's like heartbroken about this Instagram.
I don't think Toto's heartbroken. Russell's only heartbroken. Have you seen, I think it was 2 seasons back in Drive to Survive, there is a scene where Russell has walked into Toto's office wearing a shirt that has no other print but Toto's face on it. It is a shirt, like literally a half sleeve shirt that Russell has walked into Toto's office, and all it has is Toto's face.
That's so disturbing.
Now you tell me who's heartbroken.
Yeah, that's just disturbing.
Yeah, that's Princess Peach for us.
So, Stroll.
Listen, I am firstly very sad that he's come back.
Yeah, I was hoping for some like excitement there. Like, will someone else drive for him?
There was nobody to drive for them.
Yeah, but when they're gonna take sorry, what's his name?
Valtteri was never happening. I it's like one of those things where you'd much rather not run your car than run your car and like not place anyways.
But yeah, he's back, and he's back for now.
Yeah, that's the kicker, is the word now. Like, I think his future is very, very uncertain given everything and all the speculation that was around his wrist injury. They did at one point say that it doesn't seem like a long-term solution for him to keep racing. Now the question is, how long is long-term?
Yeah, that's all. Long-term can be like one more race.
Yeah, it can be a whole season. It can be 2 also.
Yeah, which I feel like he's not our favorite guy, but like I feel quite bad. Like, to have a thing out of your control like this, like a health reason, it's always sad.
I mean, it's a racing injury only,
But like it's sad, like if that like kind of ends his career, John was like, is it?
Thank you for not making me say it. Thank you for not making me say it. But is it really?
I would love for him to not lose his career, but like I would love for him to be out of the game on merit basis, right? Like people finally realize he's not that good.
Yeah, I was just going to ask, how does someone go out of the sport on merit basis?
No, like be merit as in someone else is better.
Okay,
on the merit system, he doesn't rank, and then like you go out, okay? Then like, oh my god, he can't drive anymore because he has a horrible wrist injury. Like, that's so sad.
What you're basically saying is you don't want him to get the sympathy that he's getting right now. So he should just like F on the good terms that he was on, like this bad driver, go.
Yeah, exactly.
Not injured driver.
Yeah, thank you for getting my sense.
I get it.
Because I don't want to feel bad for him. Like, I don't want to think, what if for Stroll? Like, come on.
I mean, we just did that, and I think that's a high moment of realization to come to that point where you're like, Stroll, feeling bad. No. Yuck, what?
Like, he doesn't deserve to be here. I don't want him to not be here because of that, like his wrist. Like, he doesn't deserve to be here. Like, go out because there's someone better.
Yeah.
But let's see. Like, I feel like if anyone's gonna drive with like just one hand, it's going to be Stroll, They'll put a robotic arm on him or something. They'll be like, go, beta, go.
I was watching a reel the other day that said that it wouldn't matter much, similar to what he said, it wouldn't matter much because he's usually using one hand to scratch his head through races anyways.
Oh, good one.
Dang, someone's salty.
But yeah, I mean, his home race.
Yeah, see, I'm a little happy about that. Okay, chalo, at least if nothing before your career ends, you got to drive on your home track one last time.
Or if he gets pole, then he should just retire.
No, stop dreaming. Let's get back to reality.
No, I'm just like, get pole, okay, and then retire. I think the whole sport will be happy.
Dude, the only pole that he's ever getting is if he ever wraps his car around one. That's the only pole he's ever getting.
Oh no, that's sad. But the last race, Aston was better. Obviously, they're not near the pole at all. But good to see Alonso finally scoring points.
That I agree.
So maybe there's something to hope for here.
True that. Although, speaking of Alonso, and since we spoke of Russell, you know what Russell said in a very recent interview somewhere? This man goes on to go like, So, like, somebody asked him, do you ever see yourself winning a championship, and what are your thoughts on it? And like, there are a lot of people who say that you'll never win a championship, and he just goes like, so what? Look at Fernando. He won 2 when he came in. As soon as he came into F1, he won 2, and then everyone said he's going to win so many more, and after 2, he just didn't. And I'm like, bro, why are you firing shots?
Poor Alonso sitting somewhere hiccuping like, who's remembering?
Yeah, bro.
So, something we shouldn't forget is that last year, Russell actually had pole.
Oh, right.
Yes, and he had pole, even though he and Max Verstappen said the same time. He had pole because he crossed the finish line first.
Ah, okay.
But he had it, and this year also, I think both of them said the same time in one of the races, not for pole, but at some point.
That's
so
quite
interesting.
Yeah, that's quite interesting to see how Russell is matching times with Max on a qualifying day, but not on a race day.
But just imagine the theatrics. Russell or Max at pole, the other one behind, Max 1 penalty point away, all the tension from the last race boiling over. They're going to kill each other on track. It's going to be great.
Dude, honestly, Max cannot afford to do that.
I feel like Max is such a rebel. He'll be like, oh, really? Oh, you think I won't go for it?
Yeah, that's when he'll go for it most.
He'll be like, Russell, you think I'm not going to do this? Boom.
Do you think by any chance that Max has given up WDC for this year?
No, I don't think he has, because he feels like a character that doesn't do it. Like Brazil last year is like the race which comes to mind. Like, he's starting 17, won it.
Yeah,
was at a point where if he did not come at least in the top 5, the WDC would have kind of slipped out of his hand. Yeah. So I feel like he's a character who wouldn't give up. But I feel like right now he's in such a fuck you, fuck the world kind of a zone. I don't know if he's thinking about the WDC. I think he's just trying to like kill everyone on track and off, like the FIA, Horner, George. He just seems so like angsty right now that I don't even know if he's thinking about that WDC.
That's fair. That's
and
fair.
Not leading, like not having that strong car, not being at the lead, I feel like must be adding to the.
Yeah, see, that's what makes me question it, is that this is after 4 years, we are finally seeing Max not be in an extremely competitive place. Also, like he's in a competitive space, but he's not like just a margin away from it. He's quite far away from it.
He is far away from it.
Especially after the last race, so he's quite far away from it now.
But I think he can climb up to like second at least. If he just like now puts his head down and works and doesn't bother about like everything going around him.
Fair enough.
Which would be my only advice to my best friend Max was.
This Red Bull, I feel like we are looking at the live demise of Red Bull right now.
Yeah, we've spoken about this every episode. Like we don't know what.
Like things are just adding in more and more and more, and it's.
But Ovid and Isaac, the young, beautiful future and 1/4 Indian future of Red Bull, is giving me hope that the team will be fine.
No, I mean it on like so many levels. They're getting a new powertrain. Ford's joining them.
Yeah.
Horner might leave. Who knows what's happening there? Yeah. Marco is definitely leaving. Yeah. That's like a fact now. Max is indecisive about whether he wants to join Ferrari in a GT3.
Yeah, someone said maybe he wants to get a penalty so he can go drive that and come back. Marco leaving reminded me. Guess who has gone and got a special Harvard degree on like agents and managers. Yeah.
Lulu looking at second career.
Lulu, no, not Lulu. Don't be the Lulu for Lulu. It is none other than Sebastian Vettel.
Let's go. Yes. Let's fucking go. We needed this.
So the future of Red Bull may be moving on to Isaac, Ovid, and Sebastian Vettel.
I love this.
Yeah, like he has gone and got an official degree. I don't think he needed
Forget
it.
everyone. You've got Seb, you've won.
Yeah.
You won hearts, you won games, you won strategies.
Right? Like I feel like they'll get such a new fan base also.
Yeah.
Like,
Would Daniel come back?
Oh, that would be so cute.
It's the best pairing I have ever seen. Like on track, off track was Danny and Seb. So cute. So much fun around them.
I just find it so heartwarming that he went and got this degree. Like, why does he need this? Like,
yeah, okay. A lot of people in his position would be like, bruv, I have so many years of experience now. I don't really need your degree.
Yeah.
But the fact that he went ahead and like did that,
shows some seriousness,
right? it shows some intent, like clear intent that listen, I'm serious about this place. I'm serious about what I'm about to do next.
Yeah.
And
I love it.
Yeah, I genuinely love it. Even if he just as so much as like he goes Alonso's route and opens up an agency for drivers,
like
I'll be so happy.
And just some young talent, that'd be great.
I'll join.
Oh, like you join as a young talent?
No, I'll help him get more people. No? I just want to work with him.
That would be amazing. Take me along.
Yeah, right? It'd be so much fun.
Maybe one of the places we'll go to as Sebastian Vettel's crew is Morocco.
What's in Morocco, dude?
Not yet, but there might be a new shiny F1 track.
No way.
Yeah, Morocco's making the play to be like the F1 center for Africa.
Wow.
And a play of $1.2 billion.
I don't think, like, in terms of F1 building, that's too much. Like,
no, so they don't want to just build a track. They want to build a whole ecosystem around it. They're building like residential compounds. They're building like commercial compounds. So they want to make like, okay, this is a bad example, but like Ferrari World in Abu Dhabi, they're trying to do like a whole ass thing
for F1.
For F1, create a lot of jobs. So they're trying to like really boost economy through getting F1. Which is so cool.
That's so cool though. Yeah. And especially for like Africa, which is something that's been ignored for a while now, I feel. You know, there would have been, I think there was a track in Johannesburg a while back, if I'm not wrong, that used to be on the schedule at some point. Okay. But I'm not extremely certain about this as a fact, so please don't quote me on it. But yeah, to see it come back would be something. Yeah, it would be something. And it's always fun to see a new track, to see how all these drivers have been driving on the same tracks for so long now.
Yeah.
It's fun to see them be stumped like, okay, I don't know what to do here, you know? It's fun to see that come out of them, not just because this car can't stick to the ground. I have no grip.
Yeah, and you know, when an F1 race goes somewhere, you kind of get to see that place, like through the drivers, through the coverage.
Right.
Like, it's fun. And it gives us viewers like maybe a potential new place to travel to.
I want to go to Madrid.
Yes, the new track, which has guys now officially taken over Imola.
I was very sad.
I know.
Imola I think like good. Not as sad as the people living in Imola, but like I was very sad to see. Firstly, it took them a while to get onto the schedule. Like, I feel for them for this one reason. It took them so long to get there. 3 years back, they had that flood that happened. And, like, you saw drivers coming to their aid and trying to help them out. And because of that 1 year, they didn't get to host. Now, it's like they don't have a chance again. And I was under the impression that they would be given that year that they lost. But it's a natural calamity. What do you expect them to do with a flood? But yeah, it's very sad to see the fact that they don't get that opportunity anymore.
Yeah, and I read somewhere, I don't know who said it, but apparently, like, they had already like done things and invested into next year.
Yeah, they had.
So they're gonna lose out on that, which is sad.
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's so sad. Like, and I think it worked. You know, like
Imola was good.
No, the whole contention is why have 2 tracks in Italy, and my question is why have 3 tracks in America? But sure, nobody's asking that question.
Yeah, seriously, no one's asking that question. That's bizarre. And also, like, I like it because it's close to us, but there are 3 races in Middle East technically: Saudi, Baku, and Abu Dhabi.
Right. I don't get them.
I don't get it either. But
why anti-Europe? Just chill, man. Let them do that thing.
And Imola this year was fun. I think it was good. So yeah, it's bittersweet because I'm excited to see Madrid come in, excited to see what the new track offers,
Yeah.
but sad to see Imola go.
Very sad to see. Although on the excitement part, I want to mainly see if Mad Ring lives up to its name.
Yes, that is true.
Like they've named it so menacing already.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's
And
going to be that.
Science drove on it.
Yeah, with the Williams.
Yeah.
I think it was last year's
So
Williams.
is he gonna have an advantage come next year?
Listen, he's gonna have an advantage come next year anyways. He's the ambassador for the track.
Let's go. Like that actually does anything.
It means he's part of planning. He's seen track info. He knows exactly how it's being built.
Sans, don't forget your old teammate.
And
Please give Charles also
some. LOL! You're not gonna give anyone shit.
The other things that are changing in 2026 is that Canada's moved a little up right after Miami, and the season's gonna end with two triple headers.
Yeah, it's gonna be quite which honestly that part I liked. I think it's so great to see that much pressure come onto these guys, and have that kind of uncertainty towards the end of the season, rather than you're sitting in like midway through the season, you're done with 18 races or 17 races, and now you just know this is what's happening. That's true. That's going to be the end of it. But this changes things so much because you have a triple header, you have a gap, and you have another triple header to try and redeem yourself if you fuck up. I believe that's going to really push things.
It is.
Not to mention they're starting from Australia again.
Yeah, I like that. I like Australia.
I do too, but they usually start from Middle East, right?
I think Australia this year, by the way things are going, it was a good.
It was a great race.
Yeah. So why not? I just hope it doesn't rain again. Like, rain is so, like, I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I don't like it.
I like it. I genuinely like the rains. Like, for the races at least.
Yeah. And, like, imagine the real, if and when Oscar wins this year. Like, the guy literally spun off in the first race of the year, his home race, that crazy comeback, the crazy overtake on Hamilton to get 9th place, and then to win this year, like that would be it's like a hero arc, like a writer's dream.
That means didn't he kind of complete his arc in the first 4 races only?
No, but if he wins, like that's like started from the bottom, now we're here.
But like, isn't he on track?
That's what I'm saying. If he wins, when and if he wins, like literally started from the bottom, now we're here.
He's the most chill guy. He's barely gonna do anything about it.
No,
I feel like he barely even celebrate. He just smile.
Yeah. He'll be like, "Oh, I have to party now. Thanks."
Cool. More than him, his mom is gonna celebrate.
Oh, that's gonna be cute to see.
She's too cute, dude. Like, the amount of tweets she puts out is insane.
Yeah, and even I think Lando's mom is really sweet. Like, I remember somewhere it was like, oh, she was sad when she found out he was going to McLaren because he was taking Danny's seat or something, and she was like, how dare you?
This was in DTS.
So yeah, that's I think all. Before we jump into our predictions, the only thing to mention is that Haas has a special livery for Canada.
Oh wait, yeah, I saw this. I saw pictures, and I feel like they just went back to their very first livery. It's like a celebration of 25 years or something like that.
Yes, no, it's a celebration of the 200th Grand Prix. Yeah, quite a big deal.
Yeah.
So good stuff to Haas. Hopefully, they have a good weekend as well to celebrate. Ollie and Ocon, we're all rooting for you guys.
I like how you were Ollie and then Ocon.
It's just Ocon's fine. I saw some cute stuff of him on Reels recently where he's like a good friend. Like, so that's got me a little warmed up towards Ocon. But
fair enough.
Yeah.
You know what warmed me up to Ocon? When I found out he was racing for
Force India. Yeah. That was fun to watch as well. Yeah, and he was like close to Vijay Mallya. Like he yeah. Anyway,
let's not get into that. This is a very bad time to get into that. Because Rajamani's fucked us all. Okay?
Did you watch it?
Father, I saw the excerpts that kept coming onto my feed, and I was like, "Itna hi kafi hai, bhai.
I haven't watched it either, but I think we should, because I think they'll go into a little bit about F1 and Force India.
They did, surprisingly. Like, he only spoke about how he bought the team specifically because he wanted to show how Indians are also a part of the automotive industry, and that much he's spoken about
That's
it. Yeah, that he said before also.
Yeah,
like when he bought Force India also, he said the
that's
same
but
thing.
obvious.
Exactly.
Okay, fine then. Move
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Prediction.
Oh my God, let's go.
Are you ready, or should I go first? Okay. Oh my God. I don't know my P3. Wait,
Huh?
wait. Let me think. Okay, fine. P3.
Mhm.
Oscar Piastri.
Actually, we weren't putting McLaren's on the top.
P1. That's not on top.
What is this betrayal all of a sudden?
P3 is fine.
Okay, fine.
It's not P2 or P1.
Okay. So P3, you have Piastri.
Yeah. P2, George Russell.
Fair enough.
P1, Max Verstappen. And going by how bad my luck has been, this means Max is definitely getting his penalty.
I love it. I'm so glad you put Max on one. But getting it in mind, so for P3, I actually have, very surprising, I have Kimi for P3.
Okay.
I have a feeling like he's been biding his time and like...
Biding his time, he has had like the worst few races. Please do come back, Kimi. I'm actually hoping for your prediction.
Right?
Yeah.
For P2, I have Charles.
I'm really hoping for your prediction now.
And for P1, surprisingly, even I have Max.
Oh my God, we both have Max.
Yeah. I have a feeling like, penalty points aside, sometimes you just know, and like this is one of those times.
Like he and Lewis are very good on this track, but Lewis was in a very different car at that point, all of that. So given that Max has won 3 freaking years in a row, and he's so charged up, like I feel like,
the emotions are running high for that boy right now, so I feel like he might push through.
Yeah, and I am just wanting the masala, and so I put George behind him.
See, I have a feeling if George is behind him, now then neither of them are finishing. Okay, because they're both gonna fuck with each other and they're both gonna go out.
I can't wait to see what happens.
It's gonna be insane.
Yes, so I cannot wait. We are just a few days away from the Canadian Grand Prix. It is at 11:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time.
Is it?
Yeah.
Shit, I thought it was in the evening.
No, we are moving to that side now, so it doesn't stay at a really good time.
Oh God, here come the late night races.
Yeah, but it's not too bad. 11:30 is fine, and then we go back to 6:30 with Austria and UK and stuff. So, and then we go to Austin. Let's not. Yeah, see, this is why we don't like 3 races in America, because those are the worst freaking timings for us.
Not really. Vegas used to be the best timing for us. It's in the afternoon.
Oh yeah, Vegas. And Miami was 3 a.m.
Miami, the time difference is quite screwed up. Austin also, I believe, will be quite a good time for us. It will be like a proper 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. race. If I'm thinking correctly. Is Qatar supposed to be like a night race? No, it's a day race.
I think it's a day race.
Yeah, so if it's a day race, then
and for us it's night, no. If it's their day.
But like our night, and it is a 12-hour difference night, not a 15-hour difference night.
Well, all I know, 11:30 p.m. I'm going to be watching the Canadian Grand Prix and eating poutine.
Let's do this.
Yes. See you guys.
Bye.